Boom. And it says that red box says that we are live. What's good, people? Y'all know who it is. This is your favorite two-time ATL's hottest DJ, the God DJ Agony, also known as Dr. Dope. Well, my motto is simple: own the building. Yo, um, first of all, um, shouts out to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day, or I guess it would be belated Father's Day at this point because we halfway through the week. But definitely big shouts out to all the fathers. Celebrated or not, man, hey, um, your job is infinite. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those type things that regardless of how they want to portray it in the media about fathers not being active or this, that, and the third. I know a lot of good and great fathers out there that's doing their thing that are active. I know a lot of fathers that are a whole nother tribe or situation. So big shouts out to y'all as well. But yo, I got some people in the chat. Yo, people in the chat, drop something in the box. Let me know you here. Um, so yeah, I first want to start off with a Happy Father's Day. Also, we're going into Juneteenth tomorrow, and now this is a holiday. We gotta recognize this is just a thing, y'all. So, anybody who got Juneteenth plans, let me know what y'all got up. Drop it in the chat. Let me know. Like I said, all my people that's in here, I see people popping in left and right. Go ahead and drop something. Let me know you here. Um, I had a few things to get into tonight. Big shouts out to my boy Don Reddy. Yo, he's got the goods, people. What's good with you, boy? So I know a lot of great fathers. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Um, definitely, definitely. But then, you know what? That's the funny thing. They don't want to talk about that though. I can find you more good ones than bad ones, and I know more that are active than inactive right now. And that's just even from our circle. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they don't want to talk about that though. But bad news travels faster a lot of times. So there's that. Bad news is gonna get a lot more press. There's that. So it's kind of one of those type things. It's what do you do? We do what we can. We spread the good news about the ones that's doing what it's what I'm saying that's doing what they um that's doing the right thing, fighting a good fight. You know what I'm saying? We talk more about those. We emphasize the positives on this one, accentuate the positives, hide the negatives, as I like to say when it comes to that. Few things in entertainment news that I did want to tap into just today on a random quick 30, what I'm saying, right before Juneteenth. Like I said, my people drop your Juneteenth plans in the chat. Let me know what y'all got planned up for tomorrow. Or just, what this particular day, how do you see it, what it means to you, and this, that, and the third. Um, but going into some entertainment news, first thing I saw that kind of had me like, whoa, was Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry's getting sued by an actor who was on that show, The Oval. I don't watch the show. I don't really know much about it. I don't know the guy's character, but he played on The Oval. But apparently, he said that he has text messages revealing sexual harassment and that there was an attempted sexual assault from Tyler Perry. Uh, Tyler Perry, of course, has denied everything. He said it's an attempt at a shakedown because the dude is suing him for $260 million. 260 million. That's a lot of money, people. Now I get it. Yeah, Tyler Perry's a whole billionaire out here and all. Now I understand that. But I don't nobody want to give up $260 million just because. So I don't know. I think what's funny is a lot of people brought up the episode of the Boondocks, the Winston Jerome episode. If you haven't seen it, it actually got banned from TV. I remember when it happened. If you haven't seen it, spoiler alerts about to happen. I'm just gonna picture show. If you've not seen that, then my goodness, that's a watch that's gonna have you like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Lot of a lot of androgyny and homosexuality was going on in the Rocky Horror Picture Show at the time. But they had Tyler Perry Studios set up just like that. So there was songs because it was almost a musical episode. There was songs about getting gay with Christ. Well, no, being gay for Christ or something like that. It was crazy. It was a wild episode. And Granddad, um, in an attempt to just try to be famous, he think he gonna be famous, and all these fine Holly Berry women was gonna be coming up to him and throwing draws at him. And in the end, Tyler Perry approached him. Well, not Tyler Perry. I don't want to say that. Winston Jerome, the Winston Jerome character, approached him and said, you can have all these riches and you could be the biggest actor out here. Can you just give me some ass? Yeah. Yeah, that's an episode. Yo, look that up. It's the matter of fact, damn, there I go. Okay, so people have been referencing back to that episode was like, well, was the Boondocks trying to tell us something the whole time? Um, you know, no way to know for sure unless you were there. But I thought the episode was funny. Here's where it got deep. The reason why the episode got banned, of course, it came on Cartoon Network, which was a Turner subsidy. Tyler Perry had House of Pain and Meet the Browns on TBS, which is also a Turner subsidy. Tyler Perry, seeing the episode, said that he would snatch all his shows, which at the time they were the cornerstone of TBS. TBS didn't have a lot of programming. They really didn't have any original programming at the time. Um, it ain't like they had wrestling anymore. So he was gonna snatch all his shows off TBS and off turns, which means they were gonna be hurting. Um, I get it. I haven't read any. I saw a couple that said something along the lines of guiltless sex, but I don't know the message before it or after that. To give it a reference point. So, there's that. I mean it could be a big money grab. Right now, with the names like Bill Cosby or Kelly, you know what I'm saying? Now Diddy being shook down for cash, this dude might thought it was his opportunity to just jump in there trying to shake him down. So it could be false. I know what to know for sure. Um, haven't really gotten into the Boondocks. Yeah, you missing out, G. Jump in on that. Start at season one, episode one already, and just work your way up. It's political satire, but it hits home in a lot of those situations. Nothing tops the Usher episode over the Boondocks. Yeah. he said, "Hey," he said, "I can see it. That was Ti, because that's a real nigga. Usher took your woman. Better check that hoe, Mister Dubois." Yeah, pimp named Slickback. He trying to get Thomas Mack back so he can go get his woman from Usher. Damn crazy, man. That's like the Simpsons been telling us things for years, bro. Yeah, yeah. Then there's the Simpsons. Then there's the Simpsons. That show ain't stick around for over 30 years for no reason. So it's something to it. Man, it sounds like old dude was fine with all that at first, but something happened where he not happy with the situation no more. So he gonna try and shake him down. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that at all. I don't doubt that this could be of him not being on the show anymore. Maybe it got cut off or something. I have no idea. But nonetheless, yeah, it's definitely a shakedown for some particular reason. And I'm more than positive it's a revenge reason. I'm more than positive it was revenge. Just what is he wanting to get back on? I have no idea. That's the part where I'm stuck. Um, the scared straight episode. Pause. Pause again. Yo, if you have not watched the Boondocks, mind you, this is it's a Cartoon Network show that came out back in 2005. If you have not watched it, go watch all four seasons. I think they're think they're streaming on HBO Max. You could probably find them on YouTube. And a level of political commentary that go along with them. So while you're laughing, you're actually listening and learning too. At least I hope so. Say the writers of some Simpsons are time travelers. Yes, yeah. Some of that stuff they predicted is like, huh? How'd you get this one? Uh-huh. I got my boy Roy in the building. Roy Flanagan, what's good, my boy? Yo, I was in and out the airport last weekend. I kept seeing them blue shirts, wondering like, yo, I wonder where my boy Roy at. He's somewhere here, man. But yo, good to see you, man. Hey, always good to have my boy Roy in here. If anybody doesn't know, this is my guy. When I was working at the airport, met him. We worked different shifts. Uh, my boy Roy in the building. Man, got and appreciate you for coming through, man, stopping through and kicking good shit with me on the dope show, man, on a random Wednesday night. That's what this is, quick 30 on a random Wednesday. But yeah, Tyler Perry said so they're probably gonna take this to trial. He's saying that he's innocent and this won't be no shakedown. And the dude saying that, yo, he even made the claim that there was an attempted sexual assault. Like Tyler Perry's finna try and take him. And I was like, oh, I mean, I hope it's false, but at the same time, the truth will prevail, whatever it is. So there's that. Um, Interesting week as far as it goes. Like I've been around a little bit, y'all. I've been outside or following my social media. Like, yeah, I kind of been a couple days. Wu Tang was in concert last. They were here in Atlanta last Wednesday for the final chapter, which is their last set of tour dates that they're doing. And they came through Atlanta, and I made it a point to go see them. Had a really good time. Had a ball. It was a lot of nostalgia. It was one of those type things that I haven't been a fan ever since the first album, ever since Enter the 36 back in '93. Um, and to see that now, some 32 years later, that they are doing their last tour as a group and hanging it up, it's it was bittersweet. Those guys, they deserve to ride out in the sunset as the greats that they are. Um they also announced there's a documentary coming out about Purple Tape. Anybody doesn't know what Purple Tape is? That is Raekwon's first solo album. If you got the first edition, that instrumental and how influential that album was. Like Purple Tape was next level. Even being born and raised right here in Atlanta, I played the hell out of Purple Tape. I will not lie to you. I played that album in the ground, dug it back up, played it again. I wasn't fortunate enough to get a Purple Tape. I got it on CD and it was red, and I still love it. I still play the hell out of it right now. But yeah, they're doing a documentary on it, and I look forward to that. Also, they're releasing a video game. And yo, I had the original video game, Shaolin style Wu Tang. Anybody in the chat remember that video game, Shaolin style Wu Tang? It was on PS1, on the first PlayStation. I'm gonna be honest with you, the game was not very. It was a game, but it was very still very. Oh, there we go. You play it, you trade it back into GameStop. Say you use that money credit to get another one, and then you just keep it going like that. You know what I'm saying? And that game got traded in for God knows what, I don't know, but Yeah, nonetheless, had I had known, I would have kept that one. It's crazy because I kept some of my PS1 games, kept some of my PS2 games. What made me not keep that one? I have no idea. Uh, I got the boy Jay Scott in the building. What up, Scoop? Yeah, Into the Shadow. It was straight. It was horrible. It was a horrible video game. But Jones, look it up. See how much that thing worth now. Yeah, it's crazy. I would have kept it. I would have kept it. Kept Urban Rain if I'd have known how rare that game. So yeah, but yeah, people, y'all got some of these video games out here. Hold on to them just for the rarity. You never know what you can resell them for one day, because you know you ain't gonna play it again. Because even if I had a copy of that game, I wouldn't play it. It would just sit up almost like a trophy piece, and yeah, that's all it would be at this point. I got some more folks jumping in and out the chat. Yo, my people in the chat, hit me in the hit the chat box and let me know y'all in here. I got my boy Scoot Jones in the building. Check him out, Corey's Heavenly Cakes, uh, mini bunts, pound cakes, all that good stuff. Whatever your cake needs, he got you. Jones dropped that drop the info in the chat right quick. Go ahead and shout that out. While we're on the subject of music, this is one of the things I there we go. So I did the same with Dragon Ball GT. Was that the one where I think I remember that it was their attempt at a 3D fighter, except you couldn't go on the 3D plane. They just had 3D looking characters. I think I remember that one. I had it on a modded bootlegged PlayStation. Oh shit. Dragon Ball GT was good. We got the problem child, Big Country 50 in the building. I thought y'all boys was gonna be MIA. Yep, that's it. Yep, that game was terrible, terrible, slow moving. I'm thinking y'all boys MIA, man. Y'all right here the whole time. Y'all could have brought y'all ass in this chat, man. Of our quote unquote favorite video game broadcasters put out a list yesterday. There I go. Frozen. Oh, I'm back. Okay. All right. Yeah, make sure y'all check out my boy Corey's Heavenly Cakes. Check him out on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Real J Scott at all those. Corey's Heavenly Cakes on everything else. And like I said, for your cake needs, he got you. Shameless plug. Of course it is. Of course. You keep freezing, my boy. Skip, what up, boy? I got Saga Boss in the building. What's going on with you? This is probably one of my longest running co-hosts ever. You know what I'm saying? We brought a few of these home to the building. You know what I'm saying? I still got them, Skip. I keep them handy. You've noticed how quick I just picked that up and grabbed it, right? But yeah, appreciate you stopping through, my boy. Yo, let me know how to party. Damn, there I go. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Got to hit with that. Yeah. Yo, but how was the party last weekend? Yo, they went down to Miami last week. Shout out to that name Boss Cat. She went down there and took over Miami. Oh, can't forget the fifth. Can't forget the fifth. Like I said, I told that dude, God damn, Skip, we just talking about almost 10 years ago. I told that dude, oh, It was one thing to work together on the radio, but now we done split a fifth. We boys. And we've been kicking it ever since 2016. Like we talking about getting up on coming up on 10 years now. I want to say next May. Be 10 years. We might have to do something for that. They said Miami was crazy, huh? I bet. Of course it is. It's supposed to be. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jumping into something I wanted to I want to talk to y'all about because um oh, there I go. For the last week or two, the internet has been trolling this album, saying that it was trash. Wayne done fell off, this, that, and the third, right? I listened to the Carter Six last night. I listened to it from intro to outro, beginning to end, top to bottom, no skips. What I would say it's not a bad album. It is not a bad album. Carter Six is actually decent. Where would I rank it amongst the Carters? Well, it won't hit the top four, but I will say it's better than the Carter Five was. Album wasn't that bad. I'm not sure I think what it was is people had an expectation of what they thought this album should have been, and when it didn't meet that, sure, album was good. Album was real good. Album was solid. Would I put it next to any of the first four Carters? Absolutely not. I feel like it stands alone and it's decent. What I really think what came down with people was that Wayne's doing what he's always done. If you look at the formula he has, it's almost like Wayne sits there and when he thinks of crazy rhyme schemes, crazy bars, crazy metaphors, he'll write them down. And when he feels like he has enough, he'll mash them together and make a song out of it. His songs have rarely had direction. They've rarely had just a plot to go along with it. It's just a hook with a lot of random bars and random metaphors. Only songs like I Miss My Dogs, um, let's see, I Miss My Dogs had and what was the other one I was thinking about? Hustler Music, songs like that. Um he they had a direction. Most everything else he does doesn't really have a direction. Like I said, if you think about a Millie, one of the songs that's full of quotables, what exactly was he talking about? Really, what exactly was he talking about? It just felt like a random bar fest. Let's see, Thursday boat party, Friday yacht party, Saturday house party, then South Beach, Sunday rooftop party, then pool party. Now I drink and rest. There we go. And that is how you do a birthday weekend right there. So yeah, big shouts out to Saga Boss and Miss Boss Cat, who I said kicked that good shit down in Miami this week. What was crazy about it too is when y'all had the Orlando situation. I came to Orlando the next week. So literally we were in Orlando a week apart and missed each other. But like I said, we will reconvene. We will put this we will get together soon enough. You know what I'm saying? Okay, there we go. Yep, we'll set it up. We'll set it up, knock it down. Um But yeah, Carter Six was not a bad album. I really think that since the consensus for a lot of people was that it was bad, everybody just jumped on the bandwagon and said it's bad. Nobody came on, defended it, um, or nothing. But like I said, I'll be the first to tell you that I listened to it on my own for the sake of giving it a equal opportunity ear, if you will. I could have just rode the wave and um followed the group mentality that the album was trash, and then I could have been out here on a dope show spouting, "Oh, this shit trash," but it wasn't. It was actually decent. for instant classic like Carter 2, Carter 4, Carter 1, or you were looking for a commercial success like Carter 3, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that, but it wasn't a bad album. You're gonna get what you get with Wayne. We always have. And then with as big of a gap as it's been almost 10 years since the last album. Did y'all really think that it was gonna come in as sharp as the last one was? Or and I can't even say the last one because I thought the Carter Five. I thought when I heard the Carter Five, I really felt like yo, you could have kept this. You could have kept this, G. Dead serious. That album could have stayed a bad idea, straight up. But I think people were looking for those first four Carters in this one, and they didn't find it. They got mad. It's cool. Never get first three album Kanye back. We'll never get college dropout, late registration, graduation. We'll never get that back. So if Kanye drops an album tomorrow, do not be looking for those first three albums. You're not going to get them back, and you will be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? And it's a self-inflicted, self-perpetuated disappointment. You know what I'm saying? I.e., you just did it to yourself. So there's that, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, Wayne the GOAT. We ain't going that far with the country. Wayne had a good run. The GOAT, nah, absolutely not. But he had a good run. He had a good run. And like I said, I don't think this album was bad, but I think with the way the fans received it, um, this is the reason why I understood. First, I misconstrued something somebody said on Twitter about this is the reason why Andre won't drop a rap album. Misconstrued, and I thought they were actually taking shots at Andre, but now Carter 6, and then looking back on what was that's going to come out unappreciated. You know what I'm saying? Why would he give us his all? And people won't give him a fair listen or just say, oh, I don't like the beat, so the album trash. That's what's crazy. The Wayne beats are hitting. Some of those beats are hitting. Like, if you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. If you listen to it and didn't like it, go back and listen to it. Try it again. Like, maybe you missed something. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, you were influenced by the group mentality and thought that, hey, well, if consensus says this is trash, it's got to be trash, right? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. It was actually a decent album, y'all. Just like I said, in my opinion, go give it a fair shot. And check it out. Like I said, Cotton Candy was decent. There's a song with Big X to plug. That shit hitting. The intro song, that one was hitting. It's quite a roll, which kind of got like a little country feel to it. That was hitting. Like I said, the album wasn't bad to me. Album was not bad. If I had to rate on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it a six, 6 and 3 quarters. I even take it up to 7, maybe. I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7. And I stand on that. Carter 6 gets a 7 for me. Um, but yeah, last thing, Diddy trial still going on. Um, I foresee this wrapping up soon. I'm gonna be honest, I still don't foresee Diddy sitting jail time, people. A lot of the stuff he did was immoral. Some of it was just downright disgusting. Um, it just made him look like a horrible individual. But I've yet to hear anything that he's done that he's been on trial for. Now they do mention all these. I don't. I don't foresee Diddy getting time for this one. Like I said, court of public opinion is probably already going to crucify him, and he'll have to definitely reinvent himself. But I don't see him going to jail. I just see him taking a long sabbatical and just trying to refine and refigure his life because yeah, bro, it's a lot that has been exposed in these last few months that's just like, ooh. Mm. But anyway, shouts out to Sean Combs. I mean, I don't see him going to jail though. But we'll find out once we get to the verdict and sentencing part. I would say probably be at the end of the month. I see this one wrapping up soon because it's starting to go in a circle. It's starting to go in a circle. Like freak offs, freak offs, freak offs, freak offs, freak offs. But where's the human trafficking? Where's the sex trafficking? Where's the racketeering? You know what I'm saying? I'm not seeing any of that. Oh, he did blow up the young what's dude Kid Cudi. He did blow up his car allegedly, but can we really prove that? We just know Kid Cudi's Porsche got blown up. Can we really prove Diddy did it? Who knows? So there's that. Anyway, that is my quick 30 people. I appreciate everybody who came through, stopped in, kicked good shit with me. Big shouts out to my boy Big Country 50. Should have had your ass in here. I want to hear it. Your boy Saga Boss, Skip, what up? Real J Scott, Keisha, what's good? My boy Roy, my nephew's in the building. You know what I'm saying? My boy Don Reddy done stopped through. So yeah, pretty good turnout for dedicate this show like I dedicate all my other ones to my brother who was definitely OTB family and just regular family anyway. My boy Larry Hodges, man. Big shots out and long live and salute to you. Um, you will always be remembered as long as I have a platform. So there's that. I end this show like I end all the other. Oh, wait, before I even get into that, like I said, tomorrow, Juneteenth, go do something cultural. Go do something cultural. And ribs don't count, people. Stay off the pork. But yeah, go do something productive, cultural tomorrow. And I don't know. There's a lot of events. Just about every city or town somewhere in Georgia is having something. So it's a lot of stuff that you can look up to just be like, you know what, go there, celebrate, go be amongst and be amongst the crowd and be with people that look like you and maybe share common interests. You never know who you'll meet while you're out there. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. But yo, big shouts out to everybody that stopped through. I end the show like I end all of them. Imitation is a sincerest form of flattery that mediocrity can pay to greatness. I am DJ Agony. I am dope because it says sure on my shirt. Um, Celebrate Juneteenth. East Point, smoke some dank, and we out. Peace.